India is steadily building a powerful navy. This is important because India faces threats in the Indian Ocean. China is one such threat. China's navy is growing quickly and it is becoming more active in the Indian Ocean. This makes India nervous. India wants to make sure that its navy is strong enough to protect its interests. Building a strong navy is not easy. It takes a lot of money, technology, and skilled people. India has made progress in all of these areas. It has bought new ships and submarines. It has also developed its own shipbuilding industry, and it has trained thousands of sailors and officers. But India still faces challenges. One challenge is the complexity of modern warships. These ships are full of sophisticated equipment. August 14th, 2013 began like any other day in Mumbai. The bustling port city was alive with activity, but that normalcy was shattered in the dead of night. At around 12:20 a.m., explosions ripped through the INS Sindhurakshak. The submarine, docked at Mumbai's naval base, was engulfed in flames. The scene was one of chaos and horror. The explosion shook the entire city. Debris damaged nearby ships and buildings. Firefighters rushed to the scene, but the blaze was intense. The Sindhurakshak had sunk, taking with it all 18 crew members. It was a devastating loss, sending shockwaves through India. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Indian Navy launched a full-scale investigation. The goal was to determine the cause of the explosions. The investigation was exhaustive, involving technical experts and forensic analysts. It revealed a series of errors and oversights. The explosions originated in the submarine's torpedo compartment. The likely cause was the accidental detonation of a torpedo. The torpedo carried a volatile fuel known as HTP. HTP is a powerful oxidizer, but highly unstable. Safety protocols for handling HTP were not followed properly. The torpedo was not stored correctly, and safety checks were not carried out as required. Section 4. Lessons engraved in Tragedy, India's naval transformation. The sinking of the Sindhurakshak was a wake-up call for the Indian Navy. The investigation's findings exposed serious shortcomings in safety procedures, training, and maintenance practices. The Navy was determined to learn from these mistakes and to prevent similar tragedies from happening again. One of the most significant changes was a renewed emphasis on safety culture. The Navy implemented stricter safety protocols across all its operations, with a particular focus on the handling of hazardous materials. This included new training programs for sailors and officers, as well as more frequent safety inspections. The Navy also invested in upgrading its infrastructure. Section 5. A Navy forged anew Sindhurakshak's enduring legacy. The sinking of the INS. Sindhurakshak was a defining moment in the history of the Indian Navy. It was a tragedy that exposed vulnerabilities, but it also served as a catalyst for much-needed reforms. The lessons learned from the disaster have helped to shape the Navy into a safer and more professional force. The Navy today is more aware of the importance of safety than ever before. There is a greater emphasis on risk management, and sailors are empowered to speak up if they see something unsafe. The Navy has also made significant strides in modernizing its fleet and in improving its training and maintenance practices. The memory of the Sindhurakshak and its crew continues to serve as a reminder of the sacrifices made by those who serve in the Indian Navy.